And I do know that there was not much of tune or tone through the night, but I do apologize that has now been resolved. Okay, we've resolved that now. All right, let's start off the program by reviewing some of those headlines that you often want to talk about.
This is Morning Crossfire.
We'll take a look at stories from the likes of Punch newspaper, Vanguard, The Independent, not missing out on Daily Trust, and surely we would round off with The Nation for today. Now, starting off with the likes of Punch newspaper, police deploy anti-riot squad as NLC holds protests today. Federal government to pay youth unemployment benefits, sets up consumer credit program. Court to hear suit demanding pro-Wike lawmaker sacking. A thorough introduction to testosterone peptides. Treason. Court decides Kanu's bail application March 19. 12 years after, Tinubu adopts Oronsoye's report, merges agencies. CBN sells over $300 million to banks as Naira gains. Customs suspend rice sale after 7 die in stampede. SANS lists expectations as Supreme Court justices rise to 21. 20 insight into Oronsoye's report as EFCC FRSC order sets for merger. Keeping up with other stories as well, you find police probe death of 7 in Benue court clash. Premature baby found dead in Rivers Varsity. 16 kidnapped victims rescued in Kogi State. Fire destroys schools, private buildings in Kwara. Youths protest hardship, high cost of living in Lagos. Man arrested for allegedly killing friend in Ondo. And now to Vanguard. Tinubu reduces 263 MDAs to 161 as FEC adopts Oronsoye's report. Federal government announces 24-hour total closure of 3rd Mainland Bridge. Hardship ahead of NLC rally. Protests rock Edo, Lagos, Osun. NIN. Court stops MTN, Airtel orders from deactivating subscribers line. CJN to new Supreme Court justices brace up for attacks by litigants. Tinubu reduces 263 MDAs to 161 as FEC adopts Oronsoye's report. Ahead of NLC rally, protest rocks Edo, Lagos, Osun. 7 killed in Makadi rival court clash. All right, other stories of interest. Buhari took Nigeria 50 years backward. Fayose. Treasonable felony charge. Kanu files fresh application for bail. Tinubu has right team, but his policies not suitable for Nigerians. SDP's Adebayo speaks about that. We are not part of NLC protests. TUC. CSOs protest over economic hardship in Edo State. 3 siblings die of suffocation inside car in Kwara. High cost of Sashi water triggers return of iced water. Keeping up with the likes of Daily Trust now. Okay, let's go to Daily Trust and follow through with some stories there. Daily Trust. Is ECOWAS gradually losing its steam? Protests in Lagos, Osun, Edo over hardship. Water scarcity hits FCT. Oronsoye report. EFCC, ICPC, CCB to merge. PTAD, PTDF, NIWA to be scrapped. 3 siblings suffocate inside car in Kwara. Nationwide protests to go on as federal government meeting ends in deadlock. Federal government labor union meets to avert nationwide protests. Tinubu orders full implementation of Oronsoye report. Then you also do have BDC operations resume after raids. Niger border remains closed despite sanctions being lifted. Why I introduced contributory pension. Obasanjo. Customs suspends food distribution over stampede. Standard Chartered records 1.3 billion US dollars pre-tax profits. PDP moves to pacify Shuaibu and others. I am not leaving PDP. Autumn. Zamfara Assembly suspends 8 members for alleged misconduct and illegal seating. Also of interest from the Independent now, you'd find APC will emerge victorious in Edo Guba, says committee member. Ex-Lagos Commissioner Anyoride to curate 50th anniversary voters. Ibori comments Tinubu on approval of Lagos Port Harcourt Calabar coastal line. Or coastal transportation rather. Federal government on Earth's Oronso's 12 years report set to implement it. Need. Court restrains MTN, Airtel, others from deactivating subscribers line. DHQ denies coup scare, says allegations unfounded and malicious. NAPTEB introduces electronic issuance of certificates to candidates. All right, well, these are stories you can follow through. Oanaeze, Chieftain versus Independent, warns distracting organizations. All right, well, from Independent now to the Nation to round off. Protest, way out of economic crisis by TUC. 12 years after, federal government adopts Oronsoye's report for implementation. Supreme Court gets full complement of 21 justices. I am backing Ibrahim, says Oloye Logan. Due process followed in Mabila hydropower project, says contractor. 30 billion cash to governors. Akpabio's comment misconstrued, says spokesman. Ex-Lagos Commissioner to curate Punch 50th anniversary photos. ASI, varsity lecturers on same salary for 15 years. Tinubu directs creation of youth unemployment benefits. Federal government urged to hike sugary drinks tax to 130 naira per litre. South-West speakers demand state police and power devolution. No memo yet to increase states to 42, says Kalu. These are the headlines as we have them across the papers for today. Do you remember they've been published under the editorial guide of various publishers? And we on Nigeria Info have only informed you of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
We'd like to take your calls this very morning on 080-9597-4869. You can also call in on WhatsApp on 080-999-30137. We are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at this time at Nigeria Info Abuja. Do remember to follow through with our editorial guide. Your calls need to be devoid of hateful speech, lies, fake news, and abuses. We ask of you to be truthful and factual as you share with us on Nigeria Info. Good morning to you and welcome.
Good morning, Dr. Femi. How are you? How is your lovely family?
They're doing good. Thanks for asking. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. My name is Abubakar Kwalim Wawalada.
Okay.
We are urging Mr. President to resolve this crisis, is to reverse all his policies that continue to impoverish Nigeria, that continue to diminish Nigerian economic profile. Only yesterday it was in the news that South Africa and Egypt have overtaken us in economic growth rating. So it is losing the image, the integrity of the country, and even the people of Nigeria. We are suffering decline because of living crisis. To avoid any calamity or any unexpected happen, it is better. It happened in the independence time, and there was agitation for state.
Are you there, sir? All right. Okay. Let's leave it there with you. Thank you, sir. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Family, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is
Mr. King.
Welcome, sir.
Pure water and ice, they said ice water returned to those one when we are young. In transport. Femi did. That was the water we drank, and we are still here in Haiti. We should not just bother about things that are trying to frustrate Nigerians. Borehole water, there's nothing wrong with it if you are drinking it. Just put your water guard. I tell you, all these things are just a status symbol that say you want to buy the water. What is the difference between pure water and the borehole? Borehole is even better. You don't even trust the source of this pure water you are buying at very expensive cost. So if it is borehole, good one in your community, if you don't have it out, go there and buy water guard, just put it, drink your water. Another will happen to you down just everywhere now is about high cost of living. And the only way we can bring down this high cost of living is to look at some of these things critically. If I don't drink water, I'm not going to die. Good morning and God bless you.
Good morning. God bless you too for your insight as you shared with us. All right. Good morning to you. Welcome. Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your radio or your listening device needs to be turned down, please.
It's out of the place. Imagine of some federal agencies together. A good one. But one thing that the government have to look into is this custom duty and the level of increment, especially on beverages. Because when there is too much tax on beverages, those who pay the thing are the customers. If I'm manufacturing a product and you're giving me a tax, a product I'm supposed to sell 15 naira, and you're giving me a tax of 40 naira to pay, definitely that product will cease to sell for 50. It will not sell for 100 because I will include the tax you're giving me to pay to the customers, and like the final consumer, which are the customers. These are some of the. If you go to the port today, the value of clearance is outrageous. In fact, these days they increase it almost every 2 days. Is this how a country is being run?
Okay.
The economists should come and tell us.
All right. Let's leave it at that with you. I'm so grateful that you shared your insight into this. Welcome to the show today.
How are you, Dr. Femi D?
I'm okay, madam.
Good morning, sir.
Yes,
I hope
madam.
you're taking water. My name is Mrs. Someza.
Welcome.
Yes, nothing like coup in this country. I also want to say that, yes, we don't need any coup, we don't need any military rule. But on this platform, then, when you normally play talk from Paolo Mumba, he will tell us the indices. The army will say, these are the things we are saying that made us to take over government. I want to appeal to the government. They should not take us through that route, please. But for me, I don't want military to rule this country. You know why? I will not have time. They will not allow me to call Nigeria info and speak my own Edo English. And in Edo State, APC say they are going to win the election. Yes, based on their performance at federal level, hands down, Labour, PDP, they can never win them. You know, they removed subsidy, floating of Naira. Now that they adopted the road science report, performance, everything is okay, pure water is okay, they are going to win. Maybe I know people say I don't believe God. And on the issue of protest, please, I hear people say I've claimed my trainers, I will join them. Be careful. LSC, just do it, JJ. We don't want any destruction. They should not capitalize on it and go and start looting people's shop. Please, we are all in this together. I'm only appealing. I will not say they should not go out because they say the law allows them to. But please, JJ, and for people joining them, make sure you carry your water. Remember that it's a bag, one sachet water like this is 15 naira. So that you don't get dehydrated and you go and fall down, something will happen. You will not be alive to enjoy the benefit of subsidy removal.
All right. Thank you so much. Dr. Mrs. Olebara from Ore says Psalm 91 verses 12 says, teach us the number of days that we may gain a heart for wisdom. I want our leaders to know that there is God and that they are not him. Many of them on accession to power start assuming the status of alternate God and begin to exhibit varied acts of dictatorship and tyranny. Let them know that power is transient. It's not forever. Thanking God as we celebrate 42 years of blissful union. Oh, congratulations to you, madam. Congrats to you and your family. Mwazu John Lasisi from Jigo Buhari says, good morning to all listeners this morning. As NLC protest plans starts today, advise you to stay safe and be vigilant anywhere you find yourself. The country is already sitting on a time bomb, and protests will only ignite it. Security agents should please raise to eventuality. God bless Nigeria. Good morning, Femi Amele, watching you live from Ilorin in Kwara State. Good morning, dear friend. Also, Francis from Enugu State says, good morning, Femi. Looking at the high level of hunger, economic hardship in the country, I urge the federal government to allow the importation in order to curtail this ugly situation. May God help us. Congratulations, Mwazu John Lasisi says to Dr. Mr. Lebara. Yinka Falayan says, premature baby found in Rivers Vasti. Why? Tunde Ganyu says, good morning, FMD. How is work? It's fine. Thanks for asking. Agbani Obiamo Emmanuel says, good morning. Is watching live from Yanya Axis. And before then, also Francis says, customs suspend sale of food over Lagos stampede. This is very unfortunate. The hunger in the country presently is worrisome and nothing to write him about. May God help us. Also Francis writes that in. Okay, and yes, Langs, Michael says, good morning. He's watching from Abuja. Wuse 2. Emeka or Hadia says, Somerset community is watching from there. I've read the highlights of the president's order to implement the Orosoi report. I'm convinced beyond any doubt that it takes a president who is courageous and determined with a lot of political will to give such an order. Nigeria shall be great again. Stay with us right here on Nigeria Info 95.1. When we do return, we'll take more calls, more messages, and keep the conversation going.
It's okay. That is okay. It's okay. No, it's okay. Let me explain. It's okay. She. Off your mic.
On 95.1
Nigeria Info. Your mic is always on. Let's talk.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
This is Nigeria Info